Yo, it's DC.
Yo, it's Seffi.
And tonight, as the Midnight Reviewers,
we will be reviewing Final Fantasy VII Advent Children. Final Fantasy VII Advent Children is basically 2 years after the events of Final Fantasy VII. There's a disease called geostigma, and I think in Japanese it's Seikon Shokujung, is spreading through the planet. This disease is believed to have been caused by the body fighting off foreign material that invaded the body 2 years earlier at the end of Final Fantasy VII. Guilt-ridden and haunted by his past, ex-soldier Cloud Strife has decided to live a secluded, solitary life away from his friends, while maintaining Strife's delivery service, whose headquarters is located in Tifa Lockhart's bar. Hot girl. The Seventh Heaven. Tifa's bar serves as an orphanage for children stricken with geostigma. Here, Tifa keeps an eye on Barrett's 6-year-old daughter, Marlene, while Barrett searches the planet for an alternative energy source to the planet's energy, Mako. One day, Cloud receives a phone call from the former Shrina Incorporated president, Rufus, asking him for protection from a mysterious man named Kaja. Kaja, in the meantime, along with his brothers, Lowell and Yazoo, are searching for their mother, and it seemed to be believed that Cloud knows where to find her. Meanwhile, Vincent Valentine has been wandering the planet, gathering information on Kaja's scheme, and Cloud and his friends must come together again to fight these new enemies. Okay, so in my opinion, the movie's great. It's really an awesome movie.
Kick-ass movie.
Yes, it is kick-ass. Well, the thing is that it might has its downfalls, but there's no movie that's perfect out there. But the movie was really great, and I also got to see a so-called Final Fantasy movie. There's about 2 of them, and I heard there was also an anime series out for it, Final Fantasy Unlimited.
Adaptions of a great video game series.
Which was actually really cool. But I was surprised when I saw the Final Fantasy Spirits Within, which is one of the other Final Fantasy movies. It was funny to see that it was not even based on one of the Final Fantasies, but it was actually pretty cool to see something completely different, not even involved with the Final Fantasy series, but somewhat.
Yeah, it's one of those movies that a lot of diehard fans kind of diss because it's not based off the game or any of the books. It's like a completely different direction, but in my opinion, I think it's unique. It's a completely different way of telling the Final Fantasy story.
Exactly, it's more like in the future lies. You see, there was Final Fantasy 12 that looks a little more futuristic than the other Final Fantasies have been. Which in Final Fantasy Spirits Within also, it is really wow. It is more into the future. It's a future Final Fantasy. I think 13, I've heard, it looks futuristic to me, but I'm not so sure because I haven't even played it yet. But I played Final Fantasies 1, 2, 3. I wasn't able to play 4, but I heard it's good. I played 5. Yes, the die-hard fan of Final Fantasy. Oh, and by the way, if you want to know, my favorite Final Fantasy 11.
Mm-hmm. Online.
Yes, it's awesome. I
plays it all the time. Whenever I sleep over, right now, just a few minutes ago, this guy is nuts.
Yep. All I have to do is just go, okay, let me go play Final Fantasy.
Anyway, it's Game Wizard, so if he's someone with that, it's Effie. Dude, he is amazing.
Well, anyway, so let's get back to the review before we get off topic.
Yeah.
Now, on to the DVD specifics. DC. Go for it.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I've just been dying all this time to, give you the basis and the details on the DVD. You get the 2-disc limited edition collector set, which is it's 2 DVDs. There is the disc 1, which features the film, Final Fantasy VII Story Digest. Disc 2, though, is the main killer here. Is the making of, interviews, a new anime feature, Last Order of Final Fantasy VII.
That's the one I was talking about, by the way. If you're interested, you can look at, but I think it's in Japanese only.
Deleted scenes, sneak peek of upcoming Final Fantasy VII games. It's loaded, it's packed. I'm a DVD buff. This is kick-ass. And I know I've been saying that this whole review, but
pretty much.
This set is amazing, and it gets better, okay? The official script of the movie, the whole thing. It looks small, but when you read it, I mean, it's just amazing. They have the cues for when the actors have to speak, the time length of the whole thing. It's amazing. And as we keep digging into this great chest of Treasures. We got the novel.
And I have read it. It's actually pretty cool and it's pretty good. It's funny that they do with there's 3 different, I think at least 3 or 4 different chapters that based on the different points of view. There's like one with Denzel, which is obviously, okay, I'm not giving any more spoilers. I'm sorry, I can't do it.
Just read it. It's
pretty
worth
much.
it. And then here we have some collectible stills from the movie of characters and designs, concept art. That's pretty much the gist of it, but it is a great set, and I, as a DVD buff, like our previous review of Scarface, we've been reviewing some of the decent films that Hollywood has made. Although you can't exactly say that Final Fantasy VII Advent Children is Hollywood.
It was made in Japan.
Yeah, so pretty much the decent films that the world or the film industry has created. But we are going to take a turn for the worst next week with a review of a most notorious film. Most people won't even admit that it's bad. I'm a movie buff. I love films. I respect the work and the time that it takes, putting into a creation like that. But this film was just god-awful, and most people will not admit it. They'll harass it from time to time. They'll mention it, but they will not give it an in-depth review. That's our job. That's what we're going to do. This review will be out around 2 weeks from now, so stay tuned. Remember our YouTube page, www.youtube.com/TheMidnightReviewers. Check us out, vote, comment, message us, let us know some ideas on some movies that you would like us to review. Take care, and good night.
Signing out.